Alright, YouTube, this is a video showing you how to check your website to see if it is vulnerable to SQL injections. Okay? So, by in this video, you should be able to do some short commands and check if your website is vulnerable to those injections. Everything on this video is my property, so I am in accordance to all applicable laws in my current area. So yeah, let's get started here. I've given my disclosure, so you've been told not to be malicious, and that's up to you. I mean, as it would be anyway, right? Not you. You're you. Anyways, back to the video. So, let's say that you want to just go in here and be like, yo, what up, though? Let me go ahead and do some JavaScript and mess up your website. So let's say you're that person, you're that script creator, whatever, that wants to go ahead and go into so-and-so's website and start making a mess of things. So let's say you're ready to make a mess of somebody's website, or I guess check your website, check your website for vulnerabilities by SQL injection. So you would start off by opening up your browser, going to said local website, going into the URL section, the address bar, and type in JavaScript as I have here. That's you're calling a language, and then you would type the applicable code. In this case, we're doing an alert. We're checking to see if the website is vulnerable to receiving the SQL injection. So what I'm pushing to it is this alert showing the following text. Hey, can I hack you though? Right? So now I'm asking the website if I can hack them though. So like I need to know, can I hack you though? Well, let's ask. So localhost has told me, okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and hack it because it said, you know what, it's cool. Let's go. Let's. I want to be hacked, right? That's what it's saying. That's what this website, this localhost is saying. I'm not saying that, but this localhost is saying that. Okay, so I mean, it's obviously it's responding to the request, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. So we're gonna go back in here. We're gonna try this again. JavaScript, and we're gonna kind of start from the beginning. So now we know kind of what is being expected. Anyways, so document.write. Now we're going to throw another command in here, another script. Basically, document means we're calling the website, which is, whatever HTML page, index.html, about.html, content.html, whatever you're doing. So I guess it could work for a Pi website. Document.write for whatever. So you call it a website. And you're writing something to that document, to that website. And this is what you're going to write. This is what I'm going to write here. You can follow along if you need to on your local host with your machine, your properties. Move to JavaScript document.write, okay? And that's a colon here. If you're in a small computer or a small screen, that's a colon. So now we would say, hey, are you still feeling like a legit website though? And obviously we're just kind of being a little aggro. Put our lulz in there because why not, right? It's kind of funny. Not really, but whatever. Okay, it didn't work. I wonder why. Let's try it again. Let me break it down here. JavaScript. Most likely I entered something in wrong. So we would do document. So JavaScript is very special in the sense that if you write something wrong, it's not going to work. So if I missed any syntax or any possible capital letter that I should have here, it's not going to work. So right? Something ugly. Okay, so that's pretty rude. Now we've successfully hacked this local page on my machine, and we have now told the website to display the following content, which is thanks for the website or thanks for the site. So now we're going to refresh and we're going to try it again. Okay. So we can also do a query selector and then throw in a command to set the query selector. Okay. Now I may include this in this video, but first I'm actually going to take a quick break and I'll be right back because I am parched. I just woke up like 20 minutes ago. Okay, I'm back. I got something delicious to drink. So now I'm going to show you some more commands here. Alright, this next command is going to show you what you would do in the case where you may be interested in finding out your personal cookie from the website. Okay, so you enter this command into the browser's address bar, and you'll see if your website is vulnerable to this command. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do another JavaScript command here. JavaScript. Okay, JavaScript. Now we have the JavaScript command. We know what's about to go down. Right? We know what's going to happen. We know what's finna get real, right? So, got our alert here, and now we're gonna say, look, I want the cookie. I want to know my specific session ID. Okay. We're gonna find out what that is. Undefined. So this website isn't using cookies because there's no real authentication needed by this website. Now let's say for example that your website did need some kind of authentication to verify who you are. For example, if you had a form on the website, that form may require you to log in before submitting data to said server. So in that instance, you may need to the website may need to cache some cookies. So you would do that, and that's how you would get that information. Okay. Now, another thing we can do is, like, let's say you need to log into a website, but you don't really have credentials. Like, let's say this website here required me to log in, but I didn't have the credentials. Like, let's say I'm going to a website where maybe I need to buy some things, and it says I can do guest, but even a guest, like let's say I need to log in, and they want me to log in and put credentials in and so on and so forth. And maybe I just don't feel like they need to know my information. Maybe I feel entitled. Maybe I say, you don't need to know my email address, like, or my phone number, or my name, or I just want to see the website. Like, why are you being stingy, right? So let's see an instance where maybe they are being stingy. Maybe my website here is a stingy website, and I want all your information so I can sell you some things later that you don't even need. Like, maybe that's the goal for this website, right? Maybe I'm just trying to market you to things, pay my bills, and maybe they aren't super scammy. Maybe they're actually really legit. Either way, we don't even want to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, you know what? I don't care. I want my own token. I don't need your authorization. I'm going to get this, right? So maybe that's your attitude. Maybe you want to do that. I don't know why. It's kind of rude, but maybe you just feel a little rude that day, right? No big deal. Everybody has bad days, I think. I know I have bad days. But anyway, so you're going to do your JavaScript as you did before, and I'm going to paste this in here so I can kind of avoid showing all of my data. Well, I guess I can't do that, so that's fun. I should probably be running my Ghost 3 or something. Yeah. Sure, it's no big deal. JavaScript. So we have our JavaScript now, okay? We're going to do a void. So it's like saying, hey, look, let's just avoid this whole situation, right? This whole sitch. Alright, now we're going to go into document. Document.cookie. Alright, this is telling you're calling the cookie from the website. As we did before, we requested the cookie. We wanted that cookie, right? That delicious cookie. Right, for credentials. Now, so now we need to say, look, I need the authorization All right, we want to say, hey, what's the deal with the authorization? So we're gonna call the authorization command. Make sure my syntax is good, because if it's not, it's gonna be garbage. See, I can't even type. So dang it. So you're doing the authorization thing, and now you want to equal it to true. Okay, so you're equaling it to true, and then you're gonna close parentheses. So JavaScript knows you're saying, look, this is the end of the statement here, and then you're going to go ahead and put in your semicolon to end that script, right? To end that line of code. Press enter. Okay. Now that didn't work because, well, this website doesn't need authentication. You don't need those things. But had we needed it, it would have gave us back something that says true, right? A lot of websites allow you to do that. I've noticed this a lot in WordPress websites that I've built. Oftentimes you put authorization to true, you're really good to go. I mean, obviously, when you're making something for a client or for yourself and you really kind of want it to be secure, you want to test for these things and make sure that, these forms that you're making and these logins that you're making aren't just vulnerable to these attacks. Okay? So, another thing that you can do is we can check for username information. Now, this isn't going to show me any users. I don't actually have user information here. Okay. Now, I had this console open just so I can check things. Alright, I'm probably not going to use it in the video, but it is something that you will need when you're doing these things, because you want to kind of find things. So if you were to change a certain aspect, a certain element of a website, you'd have to know the class name. So for example, this is obviously in a div, and you would console that, and you would console log that, and then find out the specific portion it is, right? So if it's span 1, and it's like this, the first set in that string, it would be 0, right? And it'll tell you that in the console. Let's go ahead and show you the next thing here. So we can check if we can just get usernames. So it's pretty lit, right? So let's do that. That sounds fun. JavaScript. So we're going to call the JavaScript. And then we're going to do, so then those are doing the JavaScript language. Now we're going to void. Okay. That's just as I mentioned it was before. And we're going to say document or website. We want the cookie. Give me the cookie. Okay. So now we're going to get that cookie. Alright. Now we're going to say this is what I want. Alright. That's all I want from that cookie. I want the username. Alright. And then you're going to do other user. So whose usernames do you want? You want the other user, the other people's usernames. You already know yours. You don't have use for that, right? You want something useful. So you're going to put in this command here. JavaScript colon document dot cookie equals open quotation username equals other user end quote close parenthesis semicolon. That's the command you would use to get that information. Now, obviously, this isn't, you don't need login information for this website, so it's not showing anything. Probably nothing's happening, so that's okay. And we can also test for emails. Alright, so like let's say you're like, hey, you know what? I need an email list. So maybe you just go into the website that you built, and instead of going through every little command here, you just go to your JavaScript and your URL, and you say, you know what, document, look it up. So you say document dot forms. You put in your little so and so and her, and now you're calling the the place in the length of the form. So your initial value, you're calling index of the form, right? So you would do that, and you put your dot, and now you're calling this You're calling the email value. So you're see what's the email? I want to get value email, right? And then you would put test at test.com. Okay. Now this would actually, excuse me, before I said it would get you the information. This would just change display English on the website. So sorry, I was just kidding. But anyway, that would change the information. You would put that in there right now. I have a contact information here, but it is the right variable, right? So it isn't under. It's obviously not going to work on this website. It's not vulnerable to that specific command, which you can check, right? I mean, you want to make sure you're in the right class and everything like that. So that's just a short example of how you could go about it. Obviously, in some places, some messages need to be more specific, right, to the actual doc. But again, this is a very not complex guide, but just a little learning, a little light learning here. Okay, for you guys who are interested. So, we're going to try another command here. Document dot background image. We're going to do URL. Now, again, full disclosure, if you do these things, you're going to want to do them to check your own websites. I do urge you guys against doing measurement things that aren't yours. Okay, so now I want to grab an image, right? So I'm going to grab the image on my other screen because I don't like showing my history on here. We're just going to do a sunny day. Alright, and we're going to use a copyright free image, okay? So I'm on pexels.com looking for this image, and I found one now. So I'm going to go and get the, I'm going to copy image address, and let me show you this. Alright, so I'm on pexels.com, and I have sky, sunny, clouds. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the image address, okay? I'll go back here, and I'm going to enter this. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to paste it in here. Alright, and hopefully, if we've done our code right, this will change the background. If this specific website is vulnerable to this specific command, we'll see. No, it's not. No, it's not because of the way this website is built. The command doesn't work well because there's so many different JS files on this website and so many different directories, so it just doesn't work on here, which is okay, right? Not every injection is going to work if it is vulnerable to injections, okay? So let's try this. Let's try another fun one that we've done before. We just kind of recall, so you can see some things actually happening, because I haven't really been showing you too many things that are actually happening here. So let's change that. Let's try this again here. That isn't working. Let me see here. Let's see it this way. Alright. This is just gonna tell. So what that should have done is changed it so every time I pull up the website, the alert changes. Well, obviously, it's not vulnerable to that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do this. we were. Okay. Now, you can run different commands in different places. Okay. So for example, if you're running these scripts, you can run them in the URL. You can find a form in here, like let's say there's a form here, right? If I were to go in here and put in a script, I may be able to get something to work. Like I said, there are other ways to try to check for vulnerabilities. So we can do an alert. Let me see if that does anything. We'll see what's up. What's up, fam? Okay. Okay. Now, obviously, I didn't create the backend for this website because it's a one-page site, right? And it's just really for this video. So, yeah. So that's fun. All right. So yeah, that's the basics of this tutorial. I hope you liked it. If you do have any questions, put it in the comment section. Say, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? Right? And I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. Now, if you like this video and you want to see more, go ahead and type in that comment section. Go ahead and put, let me see more. And I'll do that for you. Or actually, no, in the comment section, just write a JavaScript tutorial. And I'll go ahead and give you guys some more if you want to see more of this specific tutorial. Now, obviously, if you like the video, please like it, subscribe, see the rest of my tutorials. I have a lot of videos teaching you how to do web design and do different things in different languages and kind of break into the industry. I hope you liked the video. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.